Whoops. I had almost forgot my mic. Anywho, um, salutation, darlings. Azor Wing here, bringing you some more Genshin Impact. And the music fades. Anywho, last time we were in a desert temple, following a questionable researcher. This time, we shall continue it. And then once we get, I also put this little portable waypoint. I was like, if I have them, I might as well use them. I was like, wait, if I have a portable waypoint, if I want to take a break in the middle of a quest to go do something else, I can just place a portable waypoint down and it's all good and dandy. Case in point. Stay. Anyhow, this is where we left off yesterday. And while you might be like, but Azora, that's not pilgrimage upon Blade's Edge. Yes, we'll get to this. I can confirm this is indeed the thing. This is not yours. Just ate a bunch of trees. There is no way. I love my little floof. I just wish that she would not proceed to plant herself right in front of my keyboard. She's a precious little darling, but like, she needs to move her little fuzzy tail. Like, I literally have to lean. Oh, that changed drastically. No. I have been captured. Oh. It would be hilarious. I was actually expecting to get up at that level. I genuinely have no idea where we're going, because like we're clearly still in the sandy area. Oh. Oh, these ruins are magnificent. Oh. These aren't ordinary ruins. If the records are correct, they should be King Desret's mausoleum. It's where the tyrant is buried. Should we go forward then? All questions have an answer. And all answers slumber here. I'll do this, even if all I achieve is showing some ignorant mercenaries the error of their ways. Let's head over carefully. Well, I'd like to list top 10 places that I wasn't expecting to be today. Proceeds to immediately turn around. Yeah, no, I guess it... Yeah, no, that checks out. I'm like, does it even line up to where we were before?
Next on the agenda.
Does it? Was I just being stupid on so many levels? Oh! Whoa, you... I was like, oh no! These stairs... Da, da, da. How did I not? Yeah, no, we were just. How was I?
We're way behind schedule.
This pyramid did not hit my observational radar in the slightest. Anybody who
We're
has
way
half
behind
a
schedule.
hoo-ha what's going on must have been so frustrated. You didn't go up the elevator. It's a perfect place. Clearly, I see that now. Your observational skills are highly valued.
We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
In case you're wondering if I've ever even been in the area, the answer is no. I have not. Paimon feels even smaller now that you've gotten closer. Paimon feels as insignificant as a grain of sand. That was also one of King Desert's means of ruling, building huge spectacles to install the idea that his subjects are small and insignificant to them, thus achieving the objective of domesticating them. Bruh. The act of using huge amounts of manpower to build such a spectacle in the desert is a testament to King Desert's tyranny. Beep, 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 beep. So Beaming can even open a door it's this huge. It's difficult to say. Maybe it just opened on its own. It might have nothing to do with being. I see being so stubborn. Explain to me how this thing opened the door. What's the logic behind the act? Wait, inside. Grain of sand is insignificant, but an ocean of them possesses immeasurable strength. Researcher of blind faith, do you really have the courage to set foot into the sands? I'm already here, so of course we must go inside. Still, my researcher's intuition is telling me the danger ahead is incomparable to the dangers we faced so far. I doubt I can trust either Desert or Wing. I'm counting on you to keep me safe. It's a different opinion, isn't that serious, is it? You don't get it at all. A cohesion of you and academic is no different from a battle. Yeesh, this guy. It's not easy. He wants to go inside. Let's stop delaying. We have to run to keep up with Bean Bean. It just jitters up the steps. That's hilarious. When did this come from? Hello? Hi, nice to meet you. This guy's looking ominous today. I'm trying to understand this, like, grainy effect.
No touching.
Oh, I thought like, we were getting attacked. I was like, what the hell? I was like, where did these guys come from?
Pin them down. Born of ice and frost. La la la, jumpy jumpy go!
You're exposed! Burst point!
No touching.
Pin isn't here. It's running away. Bean has taken off out into the distance. Holy smokes. That's a lot of more. Called an injury or malfunction. Doesn't matter to any doctor or technicians here anyway. You have a clutch of angry adults, though. You're absolutely right about that. I'm not angry. This place is full of evidence, and I'll take the long. Alright, look at this huge coffin. How do we get this thing open? I can figure out if he's brave or cowardly. What are those? Don't you see? Don't they look like guards or some intimidating? Right, so apparently it's best if you don't touch anything here. They're just rocks. You have nothing for rocks. Oh, look. Dude clearly doesn't understand Geo. There may be a mechanism around here. Let me take a look. Should split up and just search for clues. Geo gets her. It would be enough for 2 chapters. Wait, would that really be enough? I feel so man right now. What's going on? Ben Bindi, why? Yeah. They're quite different from the ones we've dealt with before. I'm sure it's going to emerge into instead of researcher.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
the capacity to leave you some kind of special commands.
If this treasure could talk.
Okay, now I'll go back. Laser. Okay, so this is the way that tried to lead us immediately. Might as well follow it, see what it's all about.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Bruh. I really wish you could do more, but it's just like, nope. Yeah, when I got so many more. I was gonna continue, but then I was like, oh wait, I'm definitely gonna need it.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
actually would have gotten stuck there.
Come into being.
Access denied. Ha! Two! Woo! Pew! No touching!
Pin them down.
What do you think? Anything catch your eye?
How many of these little robots? Okay, so there's one on each side of this hill. You know, I was thinking that those two would be difficult. Is there an actual... Hold on. No. No. No! God damn it. Oh. Oh, interesting. Oh, Zoring. As impressive as always. I'll definitely credit you if I'm able to publish my paper successfully. Although we were... is disrespectful, it's all done in the active promises. Well, there's nothing in here. Is this possible? The diagrams. Wait a minute, let me think. I get it now. This has to be an illusion. Of course, Antizen is in basis, so I knew come with it. Cover all the seats. It's correct, so of course he wouldn't let things that easily. Thus, he built this huge muzzle and repaired so many doors. He went so far to prayer illusions. You must see the latest. The most important thing wouldn't be placed in such a serious spot. Moreover, this place is too low. Way too low. Treasure is definitely higher up. Must be a place closer to the sky. Utter nonsense. Oh, well, let's hear what you think then. I may not be able to say exactly what it's for, but I know for sure that what you say is untrue. Does anyone like you even have the right to say that I only draw from others' work? You don't even have the intelligence to use the work of others. Indeed, but I'm so convinced that you know too little about these sands. Stop going on about the sands, please. See the truth. Just you wait. I'll find solid proof that you can't refute. Let's go upward. Let's find a way. And we're trying to get himself into trouble if this goes on. Is this some kind of elevator? Let's see. That still looks very important. I know that we heard about stuff of King District. Still. Fascinating. Theoretically, this should be where his organs are stored, but just like before, nothing physical is stored here. Huh? What do you mean? I only have a theory, but I need more evidence here. Whatever you think, actually, you know something, right? Even if you didn't tell me or anyone else. The stone slate is the key, but it cannot open all doors. Even the key must first receive acknowledgement. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, Ben's linked to this place. Obvious, but what do you mean the stone slate must receive acknowledgement? That's just absurd. Ben, think it's true? Beep. Now that I've calmed down again, I can understand why Jiro is challenging my peace. He said that he was once from the desert. Perhaps some experiences may even have been treated as knowledge. Not that they are true knowledge, of course. And naturally, there are no academic records of such things. And the superstitions are understandable, considering the society he lived in. But Jet, do you really think this means that words worth believing? Self-learner trip, treasure. So I make it right. It's my experience I don't like. No link to this place. Oh, you can't just bring this on up. Ew. Hasn't said anything yet. Yes, as we wouldn't be able to answer a question like that. To the bring about differing opinions, why don't we focus our attention on the real problem? Like, oh right, didn't the stone slate light up earlier? But there's still so many blank spots on it. You think? So do you think we'll find clues about the stone slate here? Why don't we take a look at the stone slate? Hmm. Interesting. A new passageway. So it really is a key. Look closely, there are still empty patches. Tries to tell us about the symbols in it? I'll have to answer once they all lit up. It's still too early now. I can't jump to conclusions. Ha, you know what? That does make sense. People of the desert were fond of using inverted sentences. We may come to a completely opposite conclusion if we don't have all the information. You know, if I'm coming to that would happen. Since the passageway into the next question, so we have no other choice but to push forward. Things will things really go smoothly? Paimon keeps having a feeling that something's leading us forward. Going back the way we came is an option. How can we turn back at this point? This piece just needs some final touches. And tiny pages, decisive proof. I expect all of you to stay until the end. Usually called decisive piece of evidence tiny. We'll definitely get an answer if we continue, right? Let's be more careful from now on. Yes, let's be careful and head onward. Did the door close behind us? Okay, it's over. Oh, what happened? Thank goodness you're finally awake. I didn't know what happened either. We were here when Paimon woke up. Maybe it was a trap. Anyway, let's go look for the others. Some of the devices and gains as it runs will allow you to increase the clearance level of the Scarlet Sand Slate. The higher the clearance the slate possesses, the more devices it can control, which will allow you to enter areas you were not able to before. Pog. Anywho. Now, while I could, really, I could. I'm going to go somewhere completely different and do something completely different. And we'll figure out what's going on next time.
Access denied. We're way behind schedule.
I feel like there's more of these little fillers. Who knows? I'm probably crazy. Looks like that even though I one would still disappear without a trace. Enemy afterwards, and they mentioned your roads might be destroyed well. News change simply. But of course, my deeds. I mean, the deeds of us period shouldn't be eternal. How can such a thing be compared to that which might harden to dust Nash? If something cannot be recorded properly, then there must be something wrong with the method. You wish to remind me of this fact, which is why you sent me to be the Christianized window. Am I right? Others, am I right? Ah, that's the way you see it. Interesting. Do you care nothing for the renown of the party? You're speaking of renown in the way humans understand it. Not so much. Whatever you say, the present-day members of the Order of Skeptics are so very dull. Of course, if there are more interesting individuals like a Zorwing or Paimon, then that would be a different case entirely. A compliment from Zavira. Interesting because thanks. Appreciate the praise, Elder. Hold on, you can't call her Elder. Sure, there's no need to be stingy. Zavira says yes here, says calling her Elder is reasonable, right? Alright, enough idle chatter. I sure still think so highly of this human notion of renown. Then the training that comes next might be just right. Right, good news. Sure, the training continues. Could there be anything more glorious and enduring than a crystallized Sikith Winut that has been frozen since the day of the disaster? Tales of uninvited guests. Trespassers seem to have unique habits. They patrol around large quantities of supplies and often engage in activities surrounding specific objects, such as cooking pans and bonfires. This is an opportunity to observe their behavioral patterns, using the environment to solve our problems as part of a Bloom Guard's training. Navigate. The question is above ground or below ground? If it's above ground, then I've made a good choice. If it's below ground, I have made a bad choice. Only time will tell. And it looks like it's above ground. Now where is our little Perry friend? Sure. Is that a big chest or is that a
We're way behind schedule. Born of ice and frost. This is long overdue.
It's definitely the kind of interest that we're looking for.
We're wait access denied. La la la. No touching. For Rex Lapis.
Hear my prayer. Yeah. You're exposed. Yeah.
Born of ice and frost. There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then. Next on the agenda.
Also, another reason to fight them all, they would have interfered. Alright. Oh, I can absolutely get these last two in one. I just have to time it right. Nice. I do like this. Oh, I proceeded to immediately. I almost like failed one of the things simply because I like to spam buttons. And here, let's continue on Earth. Thorny trick. The interwoven thorns conceal memories of the past. Undeniable tenacity is sometimes buried in such unfortunate experiences. I think I know where that is. Yeah, it's the place at the end.
Ample light, active biological organisms. Yes, this is a good place to sketch. What a view. How about a quick break so I can sketch this beautiful scenery?
Beautiful. That word's using a lot of heavy lifting. Like the frog. The hell is that? A hydro alligator.
Coming to be! Ah! Moment of birth!
Not what I had intended to do.
Access denied.
I do hate when
All
the button
hail.
in the game won't like register the buttons.
Live! Burst forth!
No touching.
Too easy.
Access denied. Glaze over. Ah!
Pin them down.
No touching.
There we go. Done and dusted. Cruncher has weakened the power stored within the rune stones. Ultrates in Rex Steel cause them to stay in bloom. So then the mentor would harvest petals by blooming the root to a dead god. Okay.
We're way behind schedule. Huh?
I think I'll do the. I'll figure out whatever the hell that is after. Oh my god.
Next on the agenda. temperature is just right. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
Although it's not gold, it certainly glitters.
You're exposed.
Okay. Oh, there's a drum. Oh, a pineapple slice. It's like, what the hell did I get? Okay. Dut, 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 dut. There's another one over there. Wait. Wait.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Wait, jump over the mushrooms. According to the drum score, okay, so then it would be dot, dot, skip, dot, dot, skip, dot, dot.
If this treasure could talk.
Perhaps it would scream. where they
Although it's
said.
not gold, it's certainly
Oh,
glitters.
okay, so it really wasn't there. Stop, skip, stop, skip, stop, skip, stop, skip.
If this treasure could talk.
One more. And this one. Stop, skip, 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 skip. Stop, skip, duck, duck, skip.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Duck, skip, skip, duck, skip, duck, duck. Oh.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
What achievement did I get? Yes. Complete all percussive prancing mushroom challenges. Alright. I could go. We'll go that way. I was like, I could go that way and get whatever the hell that is. But I shan't. We are on the edge of the world once more.
This world holds many a rare treasure.
Access denied. We're way behind schedule. Born of ice and frost.
Oh my god.
Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda. We're way behind schedule. Next on the...
be a size of this. No. Pay. Truly a pay. Always so annoying when it's like, nope, can't do that.
Although it's not gold, it certainly glitters.
No kidding. Yes, I do think I'll get into this fight.
All hail!
Coming to be! Feel this ancient power. Live!
Grant us your blessing! No touching!
Coming to be!
Dumpy dumpy! This is long overdue! Born of ice and frost.
This is it.
We're way behind schedule. Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract.
Hold on, wait a minute.
Although it's not gold, it certainly glitters.
Some of it is gold, actually. Albatross. Anywho, we have basically looped back around, only a few degrees up. Case in point, our desired location. It's right down there.
Ample light, active biological organisms. Yes, this is a good place to sketch.
Three. Fair enough. There it is. There it is. lot closer. Not too bad. Now let's see what's the story of this place. One place back when looking here, shouldn't she be right now? All those thorns they should be mixed. Man, they look pretty good. Speaking of which, they helped us a lot. Hail floater, do you forget all I've accomplished? No way, you might complain a lot, but you do care about your people, right? Hey, what did you do, Sure, I can't seem to recall. Indeed. Haha, Paimon knew it. You got a big bark to go with your soft heart. Malicious slider. I was only here because I wish I earned the chaplet. If the elder hadn't made me come, humph. Whatever you say, well, here is part of the reason you managed to claim this unicorn. Shouldn't you thank her for that at least? Her? Bah, for such ignorance that one stained jealously I say that one will be worth any merit of 10 class improvement. And then take that kind of thing. Yeah. It really isn't that long. Well, even long running it repeatedly does make me tired, huh? That's like, oh nope, I no idea what that skipped. Oceanids after the catastrophe, again, another Oceanids came from Fontaine to Sumeru, the path they walked, becoming their so-called holy path. And try with the Oceanids and kind of family and for what? We have such an reality. We have been Oceanids from Fontaine, right? Because Fontaine is the water place. I am excited to visit Fontaine. There's that one, just patiently waiting. Alright, Tristan. Okay, it was great. Perry, big deal. The potential relationship what's true? You can see her response. Found discovered any world thinking she could have she. They're not that similar. The slander that falls from your lips again, Peploader. I know nothing of any ocean need. You're probably right. Truth did say that the distant ocean needs needed to trap before the patronage far longer, but if it's true, then that made ocean stronger than Perry. It's truth made me pee. What? I didn't mean that. All seriousness, the collision feeling is not actually tied to distance, more of a symbolic way showcasing a rise and return to form. Sounds impressive, but regardless, it's worse than no question. Which why does seem like for training was just for sure that missing issues here should probably talk to her properly either. They are different in a lot of ways. One's round and the other's prickly. Here doesn't need a yes, Vida. Yeah, she also said that being forgotten is a good thing. Full of her existence and her efforts of the centuries are forgotten. What was it all for? That's a question Javera wants Shores to think about. The truth you'll need some time. It's like I do want to give her a thing, but it's just like, so when we're about, we can get about 95 meters away from our companion reliably. And up next is silence percussion. But that definitely have to wait till next time. Curious if there's any in here. That's really easy runner. Got out. for saving me. My dream caterpillar was standing at the end of the path, waving at me in the dream. Well, it was strange. Why did the boy was the path just one cavern after another? The caterpillar was there, standing at the very end of the narrow way, and before I ran towards him, dog woke me up. With the dog started to believe this to be a good omen, so I brought my sketching tools and set up. At the end, I wound up running through a maze like Sisson. I escaped, but I also lost the bag containing many drops during the chase. See, it's another day of loss. Were you? Can you blame me? This place is even harder to navigate than the Series and Fontaine. Oh, wait, people in Sumeru live in trees, right? Could this place really be? People in Sumeru even, oh my gosh. This isn't what you're thinking about. My life has been a serious failure. One day I step after another. I've been completely honest about trouble. I should have been completely honest about the trouble I'm in. If I had asked you to lead the way, I wouldn't have ended up in this situation. Why did I Fontaine in the first place? My life there had not yet become unattainable anyway. On the other hand, not a single good thing has occurred ever since I came here. Don't give up yet. I can still take you to see some awesome places, but for now, I'll help you look out for some things you lost. Even though we're not sure if we can get them back in one piece. I've been taken by the hilly trails of toilet paper for all you know. Well, in case they aren't very expensive things anyway. Honest, please. Yeah, even if they aren't worth much in terms of more, they're precious to you, aren't they? I'll help you find them. Where it's just paper, isn't it? With Pepper, isn't he with you? That heartless creeper ran off long ago. It's probably relaxing in some hiding spot in its own right now. It's kind of hard to believe. Well, anyway, why don't you turn to camp first and treat your injuries? We'll come back and look for you once we find the lost items. Thank you, my friends. What have we to rely on in this life but friends? He said, lost his sketches while fleeing. Honestly, I feel bad for this guy. And this isn't a maze of tunnels. It's just like there's like one little path off to the side.
No touching!
Get buried, where could it be? Oh boy. Isn't either.
Next on the agenda.
I hadn't gone this far. Why can't I sit up?
There's nothing wrong with reaping a reward every now and then. We're way behind schedule.
Okay, so a little bigger than I thought it was.
We're way behind schedule. Access denied.
Critic in waiting, blazing axe Militro. Matitro. Oh, look, it's Pepper. Pepper seems to be guarding something. Wait, this kind of family seems to recognize you. Wax the tail. Use the guarding Julian's sketches twice before leaving quickly. Because I see him coach. The hero does need sketch. What did they? Yes, they'd like some interior decorations. Would they though? I choose to be highly optimistic. Please who found my look for it. Oops, the sketch fell out. Julian's sketch. Looks exactly like Pepper. Is this really a drawing? Why are the colors so strange? It's probably a picture taken by some special camera.
Next on the agenda.
Knowing that Pepper might be there. This is where our Sealy friend was. And then there's up. Okay, to be fair. A little bit made like over there, but not by much. Mm-hmm. Since we're already this far, might as well go all the way. Oh, Julian. Oh, his sweet thought everyone did. Hey, we found your sketches, and thank you so much, my friends. Thank you for all the trouble worth those items. Let's see that. Aren't you if you started from Tim Haynes? These sketches would sell for a pretty sum, wouldn't they? Well, I suppose so. To be honest, I didn't really think about things like that. True art should be priceless, right? No wonder you're a famous artist. Your words feel so full of artistic flair. Speaking of which, Pepper was guarding your sketches when we found them, just like before. Right, Paimon thinks that still cares a lot about you. I mean, that same dog who keeps leading me down the strange path no matter how long I fit at it, and leaves me to face the hilly trolls on my own? Well, it probably had some considerations of its own. You're saying all these things. You actually really like Pepper, right? You couldn't have taken a photo of it using a special camera otherwise. Photo? What photo? A particular dog clipped between your sketches and it looked just like Pepper. The colors used were quite unique too. Must have used some sort of special camera to take that photo, right? Actually, I drew that. Eh? Seriously? Guess you're pretty good, Mr. Renowned artist. Not only did it look very lifelike, but your use of colors was also very artistic. Did Paimon say anything wrong? Perhaps this art is beyond your comprehension, Pi. I don't want to draw. I didn't want to draw like this. I just wanted to become a first-rate artist. Do you think it's an impossible endeavor? Sorry, I shouldn't have lied to you, my friends. Once you tell a lie, I have to keep on lying. I've had enough. In truth, I'm just an amateur artist who can't correctly differentiate color the way other people do. I didn't want to give up my dream to become a true artist. He's colorblind! Oh! With the help of a friend's powers, I'm able to draw anything exactly as it appears. But I still can't seem to tell colors apart. Wait, you said that you can draw anything exactly as it appears. Is that really something you can just learn overnight? Well, this friend of mine is quite a powerful person. Really, it's kind of hard to believe. Or perhaps I should say that I've lost my ability to draw things in the way other than exactly how it appears. I suppose this is what they call the price of power. I know it sounds a little outrageous, but study the replicates an adventurous experience for you. You study the replica and the original and find no difference between them. The only difference, perhaps, is that after you read it, the replica only leaves a strange blank feeling in your mind. It feels like you did read it, and yet you didn't. Like time alone was wasted without any experience gained. Well, it doesn't look any different from the original. Of course, I didn't become a famous artist of any sort, but I did become a real dab hand at counterfeiting. Isn't that illegal? Exactly. And so, after serving my sentence, I was determined to do something legitimate. This time, I will become a proper artist for sure. With this ability to draw things in such exactitude. And Caterpillar had not been the one to grant it to me, I would have named it a curse. I'm like a broken camera that can only create pictures with mismatched colors. I believe that if I made a pilgrimage along the path of the Oceanids, I would be able to find a cure that would let me differentiate color just like other people can, and grant me creativity akin to that of an innocent child. Hold on, who's Caterpillar? A friend, a most reliable friend of mine. It is he who told me that following the path of the Oceanids pilgrimage would allow me to find the creative in Sumeru that can cure all hurts and give one a new leaf on life. It sounds super suspicious. What sort of friend is this again? Are you sure you didn't get tricked? He has seen so much. Why would he need to trick me? It must be my fault. Like I said before, my life is but a series of failures. I guess this miracle cure must have been kept under tight lock and key, making it impossible for an ordinary man like me to find. I've already accepted that. The dog probably didn't even want to come with me to Sumeru. Wouldn't have caused so much trouble otherwise. I should have just left it in Fontaine. I don't think it definitely still wants to stay with you. It definitely loves your drawings as well, so come on. Just don't give up like this. Thank you for comforting me, but I've already given up hope. You've come to my aid several times now, and yet I haven't been able to repay you at all. Once I have recovered, I will make preparations to return to Fontaine. This might seem like an impertinent request, but could you two guide me back to the main road? If I had given up earlier or stopped trying to fool myself, perhaps I would already be on the right path. Well, if you just need us to guide you, that's fine. Since you've already made up your mind, let's wait until you're rested up. Thank you, my friends. An artist adrift. One of the good things about leading cities not having specially prepared outfit. Pepper is very capable in any case and can procure its own meals. The bad thing, though, is that I lack any talent for combat or cooking. I suppose city trash is a flattering name for one such as myself. I should just focus on recovering. So you expectantly. I would love to put food on your plate, but I literally can't. Freshly meat that seems to be writing an enigmatic aura. I wonder what it'll taste like. Isn't there like... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, isn't there something that you can cook with the mystery meat? Yeah, this one. Scented meatballs. A dish with ground meat as a base. After crushing the wheat and cooking it over flat, ground meat was added to form the outer layer. The outer layer. Interesting. Onions and meat were then stir fried to make the filling. Okay. Finally, the mixture was molded into balls and deep fried into golden and drink meat. My mouth has never been this easy. I absolutely love that it's made from mystery meat. Like, ah, yes, what's in the meatballs? Don't worry about it. I both love and hate that. Oh, goodness. Anywho, it seems like he'll be taking some time to recover. At least a bit longer. At least a bit longer than immediately. Pretty canyon. Anywho, darlings. Very loud babbling brook. I'll see you later. Bye.